Right, Ruben Amorim frustration is really increasing at the club of Manchester United, and it's back. He has been really on this set of situation in the last close to 1 year. You get? For the entire year that he has been at Manchester United, ever since he signed in as the manager of Manchester United from Sporting Lisbon, he has been under this pressure. And it is in the last 3, 4, 5 games that he has obviously gone ahead, get that relief after beating Liverpool. And he really came into the top 4 positions. He, at a certain point, went to reach the levels of really being what we call a title contender. There is the game that we played against. What was the team? Was it Nottingham Forest? Was it Nottingham? No, it was not Nottingham. It was a certain team there. United scored the first goal, and immediately United went into the first position. If I told you United had gone ahead to register a win, it obviously would have gone ahead to find themselves in a position of really being on top of the Premier League table. But that couldn't last in there for you, because in that game, I think we're playing Brentford. Brentford came up and beat United by 3 goals, to 2, and 3-1. That is it. I think that one was scored by Benjamin Sesko in there. So United went ahead to lose in there for you. So after all that, he went ahead to win some good number of games, and he comes to obviously get back into a hiccup of really draws and losses. One, he drew with Nottingham away. He drew with Nottingham away. He drew with Spurs away. Come to Old Trafford, and all those games came in consecutively. And he came in through to play against a team known as Everton on Monday this week. And he went ahead to obviously drop 3 points in there for you. 10 men beat a side known as Manchester United, and the manager's frustration is back. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And what does the manager have to say about this kind of games? This is what he had to say. I'm really frustrated with the way we played the game at home and understanding what happened this weekend, but the other clubs looking at the table and failing everything. And the way we presented from the first minute is really frustrating. Obviously, from everything that really happened when Man United was playing against Everton, it's really frustrating from the start. United only tried to obviously do something when Everton were a man down, you understand? But when they were 11-11, United really looked bad. And I think it was courtesy of how the club of Manchester United went ahead to obviously look into that particular kind of game, and the players themselves never really gave them benefit of that. They can obviously come in through and really put in a very huge shift altogether. But all in all, I want to let you know that it is time. United sorted the midfield problem if they are to go anywhere, and if they don't sort it out, I tell you, we are not gonna really go on a winning run of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, because if you look at that first goal that we conceded in there for the club of Manchester United, I think the midfield had a very huge part to play. Bruno, as the number 8 box-to-box midfielder, had the chance to obviously block Desiree Hall, but he couldn't, you understand? Then from there, Casemiro was nowhere to be seen, he was hiding, and if you're a CDM, you need to be playing and sprinting towards the D of the teenage box area, where Dobsru Hall went ahead, obviously shoot that ball from, and that's not where he was. So it's really very, 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 very annoying for the club of Manchester United and the players that we have. And it's one of the things I went ahead to obviously talk hugely about into that game, that the problem that we faced as a club of Manchester United in that particular transfer is not getting a midfielder. We needed a midfielder badly. They never addressed that issue, and I don't know at what extent did the manager really trust this team to obviously get in and not really put in a very huge shift altogether. You understand? So, right now, a lot of things have gone ahead to pan out. And obviously, things going that way are really not the best way possible. So for me, I think the frustration is really huge, and obviously, we are getting back to where we were last time. And those are 3 games, 9 points. Out of the 9, we've gone ahead to obviously gate. We've gone ahead to obviously gate 2 points. We've lost 7, and that shows you exactly what the club of Manchester United is all about. And this is the regular United. That's why I told you that for me this season, I'll judge Arsenal after 5 games, because that's when you know that consistency has gone ahead to pick up. And have they gone ahead to win 5 games in a row? I don't think so. They have not gone ahead to do that. So that's exactly what the club of Arsenal or Man United is into, and that's why the manager's frustration is really building on hugely in there. From there, the manager went ahead to say that the understanding of every situation of the game was not there, then the quality near the box. When we are not at top level of intensity, you cannot see that immediately. Then, when we are not, we cannot win in this way. So, I tell you, all these details that the manager is talking about, are really, he was really spot on. But being spot on and not finding a solution in 3 consecutive games, everyone will doubt you as a manager, because it has been the same, in all the games we've gone ahead to obviously play, the previous 3. Why? We drew with Nottingham 2-2, and who first took the lead? It's Manchester United, and Nottingham came in through and really played, and came in through and really did the needful, and they really scored 2 goals, 1 ahead of us, and we had to obviously put in a very huge shift in there for you. So all I want to let you know is simple. The club of Manchester United is really doing the needful in there. But the biggest mistake Amorim made on the technical team is not to bring in what we call a midfielder who can really do a role of a box-to-box midfielder in there. You understand? So that is exactly what they really went ahead to do that is really costing us. And I said it here several times that we need a midfielder. The Mbuemos are good players, but if you're building a team, you don't build a team from up front. You build a team from behind, and that's what they failed to really do and understand. They had to build a team from behind. You understand? And building a team from behind calls in for a lot of things. You need midfielders, you need defenders, you need a goalkeeper. You understand? So that's exactly what they had to obviously do in there for you. So I think that's the mistake they made, and they're really paying up for their mistakes. And lastly, he was asked on menu. Sorry, we'll talk about that later, maybe, because it's another independent story in there for you. So, Manchester United frustration of the manager is still ongoing, because if you cannot beat Everton at Old Trafford, then do you think you can obviously go ahead and really register some good results? And this time round, he's not safe in any way, as he has nowhere to hide. Why doesn't he have nowhere to hide? The reason is simple. The reason is simple. His next fixtures are really tough. We are playing out at Crystal Palace on Sunday. Then on Thursday, we play West Ham, 4th. Then Monday, 8th, we play Wolverhampton Wanderers. Then 15th December, we play Bournemouth. 21st December, we play Aston Villa. 26th December, we play Newcastle. You understand? Now, in all these games, I think the easiest team that we can obviously go head-to-head to is Wolverhampton Wanderers. And by the way, what will make that game hard is that Wolves is gonna be hosting Manchester United. And in the due course of really hosting Manchester United, then you will see a lot of things really happening. So that is where everything is obviously gonna mug up. And I tell you, in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't see United win more than 1. And I see some 3 losses, all 4, and a draw. That is it. So we might get back to the situation where we were as a club of Manchester United, remember? And what was the situation? That we really looked horribly badly. And I remember the manager came up and obviously said that we are now winning. Why aren't you complaining of the system? And they are really back. I saw Jamie Carragher hitting back at him that he has to change his system. come rain, come sunshine, he has to change his system. So guys, your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. And Rock and David remains my name. This is the United Matters channel.